And I usually like to start these things off with. And now, for the hundreds and thousands of Randomizer fans, are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready? All right.
Let's get ready to random!
And Farad! Farad as
Oh
the
my
first
goodness.
chest.
And it is a hyped up first item. It is the fire rod. Burn things burn, everybody. And that is quite an awesome item to have in the beginning because Fighter Sword is not that great of a weapon to use, but Fire Rod just pretty much wipes out everything. And looks like we're going to have to get on tracker here. Both of them has Fire Rod, so let's get my Fire Rod here marked. There you go.
Alright, so they're pretty much neck and neck for that beginning. So they're both gonna likely willing for bombs early. In order
Always a good option.
And the second chest gives rupees. Grabbing those rupees also for Aweglib. Rupees at the beginning to try to get the seller guy in Kakariko village. It's good enough if you have enough rupees, and probably also you can have enough for Zora's domain. And the farming is useful for Aweglib. That might be a good
that was good for him. But Xarnax made the smart play in grabbing the small little magic jar so he can also use Fire Rod if he wanted to. Oh, good. Grab that rupee.
I forgot to add the fighter sword, but I don't find where the sword is in tracker.
Oh, it's under a sword. It's right under the shovel. It's very close towards the bottom, alphabetically.
It's alphabetically, okay.
Yeah.
You had done it and I undone it. Okay. Alright, so Aweglib took back his time loss for farming, but Xarnax also found the bombs in between, so pretty much neck and neck. Same amount of rupees, same amount of bombs. Different strats here, some slashes versus spin attack. Spin attack is supposedly more optimal. And Xarnax using Fire Rod. Very interestingly, he had magic, unlike Aweglib.
I always like to see players utilize the items they find in Randomizer quite quickly. It kind of just shows them that they kind of are more accustomed to having items early.
Yeah, and Xarnax will be using, again, the Fire Rod here, because he has magic where Aweglib still didn't have any magic, and he's struggling with a chain guard, and he decides to finish with the Fire Rod, but he's a bit behind, not important yet, but...
Now there's one question I'd like to ask you, Parisian. I know you're an expert in blindfold mode, so you're probably really good in dark navigation.
Yes, supposedly, but I had difficulties in some of my runs in Mire because usually I didn't have fairies or stuff like that. And my blindfold runs start to be like 3 months old, and so apparently my strats were not perfect, but I rewatched my strats and I think I could be able to do it now in Mire. The other rooms are pretty easy.
That's one thing to learn is in Randomizer, it's really good to have that skill to do dark navigation because then you don't have to necessarily be handicapped by the lamp.
Yeah, and they have their fire source already. Lantern can be useful at some points because it's a fire source which allows you to finish desert, which allows you to finish Hera, supposedly. Fire, some stuff like this. And it's a good compensation until you find a fire rod. But it's not a problem anymore for them.
And it looks like both players are making their way out of escape. They don't really have to farm for anything because they got plenty of bombs for the early part stages in Kakariko Town, and they even have enough bombs to check even Mini Moldor Cave if they wanted to do that as well.
Yeah, they're pretty okay for... well, they need 3 bombs in Kakariko Village. So Mini Moldorm Cave, not yet. There's going to be 1 at the end of Escape and 1 right now, and 3 in Kakariko.
That is true.
Still pretty likely they're going to find a bomb with all the chests they're going to open. Let's see for Xarnax.
And let's see what he gets. Ooh, just...
Nothing special.
yeah. Arrow capacity and a little piece of love here.
And so we're going to see if they have some differences in their early routes, like who is going to watch the lumberjacks, who is going to hop in directly in Kakariko Village, or maybe like I didn't see anyone going straight away to the south part of the map, like going right away to the Moldorm Cave.
Yep, sometimes people do want to route that way, but looks like they're going the traditional route of taking a sneak peek here at the Lumberjack Cave, and they might tug the tree, hoping for some more bombs here as well.
True, so the tree is randomized. You can get bombs, arrows, some magic, fairies, and it's traditional rupees.
It kind of reminds you of how it's normally supposed to be.
And lumberjacks for Xarnax, which is going to be...
Ooh, let's take a look. Oh! Now let's see.
We're gonna see which, probably we'll wait for Dark World to see what dungeons are required before seeing if they're going to go for the lantern or not. Like if Mire and Palace of Darkness are not required, maybe some of them will skip at the lantern.
Interesting. Xarnax is skipping that bomb upgrade. He's like, nope, I don't need it.
And the mitts.
Titan's Mitt early is really nice, though. Gives them an option to check Death Mountain and lift their first lift item, which is the best lift item, actually.
Aweglib did not have yet the Titan mitts, but now he will.
Yeah, he's about to pick it up. There you go.
A pretty weird route from Aweglib for Lost Woods. So Blind's House for Xarnax. Yeah, he could have grabbed the upgrade. It would have given him a 4th bomb to be sure that he had everything. But
yeah, that was what I was wondering. But it looks like both players are opting to skip that. Whoa.
He got the upgrade here.
Ooh.
Xarnax with the shovel and the net.
And the Cane of Birna.
And Cane of Birna, I didn't see that.
And Xarnax heading traditional route of going to the well now. So I'm gonna cheat here since I already know what items he's gonna get here. He's gonna get the net, he's gonna get the Birna cane, and he's gonna also get the shovel.
Rupees, some love, and some rupees. Those 3 chests are normally containing 20 rupees, so 2 of them contain vanilla object. money for the guy, and it's a good deal. The seller guy giving 300 rupees.
Very nice. Now, this is the thing where we saw a runner yesterday get or 2 days ago, get soft locked here for the chicken house.
So no bottles yet, so no kid, no sick kid. It's important to remember for them that they have to come back here. Checking.
And looks like, what's our next doing? Is he gonna... Oh, farming bombs and arrows here.
It's farming bombs.
Good question. Parisian, you might be able to answer that one for Virus Majoris of how do you get soft locked in the chicken house?
I have absolutely no idea. So, is it by doing like sometimes you see people trying to throw the one of the chicken in the door?
Absolutely. It is absolutely having to do with that right there.
Okay. So swag can be absolutely awful.
Yes, you don't want to pick up the chicken if you don't have to.
And a heart container.
Nothing special yet. We except for Fire on Times, I guess you can say that's pretty hype though.
₹20. Yeah, Xarnax, as I thought, going right away to use his shovel, not saving and quitting.
Now, having the glove so early, especially the mitts, it kind of makes you think a little bit about where you want to go, because...
Well, I like to go mirror.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so definitely Death Mountain is a good option now. Having
I was going, if it was me, I was going to go to Death Mountain anyway. When I have gloves, I like to go as soon as possible. Maybe after like south, just like Xarnax is doing, going to Light River Hype Cave.
And there's Aweglib with his mirror as well. So both players are doing kind of a similar route here for now. But let's see if there's any deviation here.
Xarnax is going to the swamp section. I'm not sure when I have to go here. I usually go on my way to desert. I'm not sure if it's like a question of taste or if it's something is more optimal or not. Like I'm going usually right away to Moldorm Cave.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Moldorm Cave is a good one, but having mirror early helps you get through this dam really quickly because you only have to do it once. Oh.
And Aweglib does not use that trick. If you push a block in a cave and you use the mirror, then the block disappears.
And now he does it. Probably just remembered he had the mirror.
Japanese 1.0 version only. So Moldorm, mini Moldorms with the sword. You can try to use the bombs also, but half magic. He may have felt he was low on bombs, so he didn't want to go for it. Interesting cave, but no items required in that cave, unfortunately.
Now, they don't have enough money now, once they check this cave, to actually check store, because 500 rupees is all you need. But, if they don't know how to fake flipper, then they still can't do that quite yet without taking this long route around to get there.
Yeah, fake flipper is not required, and we already see it because they have the mitts, so they have enough to be able to reach the Zora's domain, but it's going to take much longer, as you said. I can't find half magic on the tracker.
I don't believe it's on there, actually.
Alright. Well, a lot of money, but still missing some objects here. Xarnax going back south, so it looks like he's going for fake flippers.
Yeah, I think Aweglib forgot to talk to the NPC guy in the mini Molder Cave, and that's why he's short his 300 rupees from the guy. Oh, he's got to be careful here because these crabs do 2 hearts of damage, so...
Should be fine unless there is a bush guard, and we won't see a bush guard since he's waiting.
Oh, looks like Xarnax making an attempt to do fake flipper here.
Yeah, but he does not know apparently the simple setup with the bush on the other screen.
He's gonna keep trying though.
He's not well placed.
He's gotta get a little bit more left if he's gonna try this way. There you go. He should make it. This one should work if he gets in.
You should go for sword buffers if you want to. Yeah, if you want to move more slowly, or slight buffers in case he is capable of. But fake flippers, we might see from Aweglib to see the correct setup. Not. It's a good idea, but it's not the correct setup. You have to align with the wall on the left side, and then go to the bush, and then you're perfectly aligned.
And looks like the Aweglib is also trying to do this fake flipper here, lining up here. Oh, he makes it.
He gets it, but pretty much based on luck. Here he would have to see the strat with the wall so that he's perfectly aligned. Then his strat is good. So
now we get a trip to the hobo, and we get a trip to the old man.
So in fake flippers, in randomizer, if he gets a hit, he will die.
That's true. That's a different. Oh, and there you go.
And that's happening.
And normally, because in vanilla, even though you have that, you can get shot at and you'll softlock. But if you have a shield, sometimes you get lucky and it just reflects off the shield. But you don't get a free shield in randomizer.
There was Cruel Block for Xarnax, who gets a heart piece from the old man. Nice bomb drop from Aweglib on the bridge. Xarnax going to farm a little bit the Death Mountain. Cannot do that much currently. Probably, yeah, I can go to Hera, at least.
Oh, here we go.
It's a green pendant, and I didn't see what was desert, but Eastern was the 5th crystal, if I see good enough.
At least it's a crystal, yes, for now.
Sashala Cave giving hard container, a blue boomerang.
Ah.
And I didn't see the third object, so if in any case chat can show anything interesting here, don't hesitate. Oh, apparently for Xarnax the object was interesting enough, and it's the Moon Pearl.
Ooh, so that was a good trip for him to go down the mountain here.
And so he's leaving. My guess he's going to go to Dark World now via Kokoriko Village.
That's true. Definitely the Village of Outcasts is a great option.
Yeah, and I like to do an early trip also like this, trying to go like from Kokoriko Village up to the Swag Cave, the Hive Cave. He could have done here, right? It was a green pendant, but there are bigger priorities currently. And chat confirmed that Eastern Palace was Crystal 5.
And I know some players sometimes would opt to gamble because Hera's a pretty, short dungeon in general. So it would have not been that huge of a time loss, especially you also had Mirror as well.
Oh, so pendants are Palace of Darkness only, which means that desert, which I didn't see, was a pendant also. I didn't see which one was the 6th crystal. But lamp is gonna be required for Mire if they need it.
And it looks like Thieves Town is Crystal 6.
Ooh, bad jump from Aweglib. Aweglib second try on the Death Mountain. He fall off the ledge. You're seeing a lot of caves here to try to keep the tracker. So Aweglib is about to find that Moon Pearl is on Death Mountain.
And Aweglib will also have Moon Pearl. Right about now.
So Xarnax didn't decide to grab the frog to the digging game. This is only a mistake I do.
Oh yes, I do recall the frog tour.
The frog tour. And a shield.
So we got a lot of crystals here that we're gonna have to fix here. Let's try to fix this real quick. Crystal, crystal, crystal. This one is a crystal, but then you do a 6, I think. I don't know. Let's take a look and let's see if I got this right. There
Xarnax
you go.
decides to not go to the high cave as I would have gone for. He decides to finish Kakariko village and bringing the frog to his friend.
So let's see. Let's get this all correct here.
Can the frog swim? I don't know. I would say yes, but I never tried. Aweglib finding out what the crystals dungeons were. I'm surprised about the rest of Xarnax C-shaped house, and after C-shaped house, where is he going to go? Oh, the hook shot!
Wow. Now that is definitely something nice to have because it gives them the option to look all over the east side of Death Mountain.
I was totally thinking about that too. And a hook shot also for Aweglib.
Oh.
Xarnax deciding to hop in Thieves Town. Wondering if he's going to finish the dungeon.
Yeah, the only thing bad about this sometimes is you hope that you don't have to look for the big chest later on because you do require the hammer to check that out.
Yeah, this is why in his shoes I would not have gone for that strat. There's still plenty of farming to do. We talked about the High Cave, we talked about Death Mountain. He had options. And even if sometimes some players want to like farm the 4 first chests of Thieves Town, it can be a good idea, but it's most in cases where you're a bit desperate, you're not sure where to go next.
Ooh, and looks like we're gonna turn in the frog here.
Yeah, the frog had nothing.
Yeah. But some would opt to grab that purple chest and turn it in now too.
Could be an idea. It would be better if he had the flute, of course. But hey, it could be on the way to the High Cave. That could be actually a good idea to go now with the with this purple chest and to the High Cave.
Mm-hmm. It's a good option here. And looks like he's thinking about that.
You cannot hookshot the bunny.
No, you cannot hookshot the bunny, dude.
I never tried, so I discovered this. I thought at least it would go through it. So on his way, Aweglib is also going to the... I never know the name of that cave. I can call it the Southwest Cave, but...
I always call it the Southern Cave of the Haunted Grove.
And then he's going to talk to the tree guy.
And with very little hearts, it's
And
gonna
it's
be
a
interesting.
cape.
Whoa, cape. Now here's an interesting predicament, Parisian, I want to make out. Since both players don't got Flipper or Hammer, it's still kind of difficult to see how they make it across to the pyramid side.
Yes, they won't be able to do it unless one idea then would be to do Aghanim, since the lamp is maybe required for them. They might want to get the lamp, so
Yes, and with the cape, they have that capability now.
totally. And no, the thieves guy gave an upgrade. I still prefer the route from Aweglib currently than Xarnax because death from Xarnax at one of the worst places possible.
And I think we're gonna get some hype because I'm thinking he's heading towards the hype cave here. So chat, put up your hype emotes. We're hype for hype cave here.
Xarnax thinking about his next move and decides to go back to a light world and going to Death Mountain, East Death Mountain. 20 rupees. And
Ooh.
that was a Master Sword.
Oh yes, our first Master Sword. So at least we know Ganon's able to be beaten now. That's a Master Sword for Aweglib, so...
I'm not sure where Aweglib is going right now.
I think since he has no pathway to the, the eastern side without a hammer or flippers, he might hop himself into these himself.
Yeah, I don't like this move. Again, like, for me, the correct place was to go to Death Mountain. And let's see the chest from Xarnax on Death Mountain. 40 rupees total.
And the interesting thing about this is, they... for a player with this little heart, sometimes it's a little difficult to navigate through the dungeons, especially this early. Ooh!
Hammer!
Oh, powder! Bombos! Wow. Now that was definitely a hyper hype cave.
Hey, Aweglib found a required object, at least in the hype cave. A better sword.
That is true. A better sword indeed, though. One that you definitely do have to have, at least to beat Ganon.
Same. I don't like what Aweglib is doing. Okay, there was the digging game, but Death Mountain seemed better. Seemed a better option.
And he also has magic powder. Let's see where he put powder on this thingy. Oh, there, I see it. I got this.
Xarnax confused. Ah, yeah, he's going to Dark World via this path. So he's also already triggering the warp for later.
He's doing it. Wrong pattern.
Wrong pattern. No, the patterns are not randomized. And a death from Aweglib. Second try, pays. And much better.
Ooh,
And bombos!
if he should activate it now, if he's smart, because then he can just go in.
Yeah, go in, but two from what? The beginning?
Oh no, he just wants to open it, so at least he doesn't have to do the sequence.
Yeah, but if he does it now or later, that doesn't change a lot. He'll have to do it anyway.
That is true. Oh, Hookshot Cave is a good call here.
I didn't see what was the object on the island, on the floating island, so if he goes for it, it must be good.
Yeah, I don't think we have seen it because I don't think any of them got to this point yet where they were on the Light World side.
No, he wasn't the light world. He came from the light world. Oh, and a
Oh my
better
God.
sword!
Wow.
And a tempered sword on the island. So
Well, now we're gonna mark it.
we know all the swords now.
That's true. So someone got tempered, someone got butter.
Yeah,
So
I already anticipated the butter knife for Aweglib.
and then Aweglib with the
Ether.
butter. Ooh, ether.
So we don't know what Mire requires, but we already know that Xarnax is good for Church Rock because he already opened it. And bombs. So see, Aweglib is going for the sanctuary section, but the thing is, since he doesn't have the boots, he will not be able to open the graveyard. So he will have to come back to that same section later on.
And he's gonna mirror here. Probably gonna check out maybe Spiral Cave. Yep.
Are they ready to do one of the crystals or not? With the items they have? I'm not sure. They can do Skullwoods.
Yeah, they could have done Skullwoods, and they could have done Thieves Town as well, because
Thieves
Thieves
Town,
Town technically they didn't need anything to do it.
Well, now they have the hammer, so he has the hammer Xarnax, so potentially it makes more sense now to finish it.
And also with Hammer, they have other access now to the pyramid and such.
Looks like Aweglib is going for Aghanim. Long thoughts for Xarnax and takes of death. And no, Aweglib is not going to Aghanim.
Not quite sure where he's going right now, though.
Yeah, both of them. Oh, long move for Aweglib, but time lost here. Not doing anything during that section.
Oh, good. Now he's making the right choice. Yes, go to Death Mountain.
After long thoughts, Xarnax decides to go to High Cave, shorter path with now the hammer. And probably going to the pyramid too, with this. Aweglib is just going, Xarnax is just going to find a worse sword. And Aweglib is going to find, he's going to find bombos, he's going to find a hammer, and powder, if I recall.
That's correct.
And Xarnax Is he going to the pyramid? Still seeing a lot of hesitation, the moves from Xarnax, sometimes staying in the select menu to figure out his next moves.
I'm curious where he's going right now, because, well, you can't check that Bombo's tablet because you don't got the book, so not really sure. Ah, he's...
Desert.
Desert? Wow. Interesting. Okay. That is an interesting route that we haven't seen.
Yes, no books is going to see what's on the ledge.
Yep. Just gonna take a look here. Sneak peek. Oh, our first bottle.
Might not be required, but if they don't find any, maybe they will have to go for it. Or if it's on the way when they'll be... Well, not sure if they're going to go to desert since it's a pendant.
Nope. Beaverage, you just came in just in time. There's hasn't been much missing, and none of the players have finished any dungeons yet, so this is a pretty even race right now.
They had some very different routes. Sometimes they got lost. They both had some deaths also. Xarnax had a death just before the bomb in Thieves Town.
That's correct. They could check the pyramid.
And I agree with that choice. I think Xarnax should have done it after the Hype Cave. And also going to, after that, probably to the Catfish.
That's correct.
And maybe after the mirror, going to the Zora's Domain.
Which is the traditional NMG route way.
Aweglib going to Death Mountain.
Yeah, no players actually opted to go to check Tower of Hera, unfortunately. They're probably thinking, nope, because I don't need to do Hera, so...
And here we go, Xarnax going to Aghanim.
Whoa, why? I guess he wants that lamp.
So I guess it's also a way to, if he was planning to go to Aghanim, it's also a good way to get the pyramid object.
Oh, and oh my god, Xarnax unfortunately did not check this area before leaving Death Mountain.
Yeah, it's weird that he didn't go for it.
So we now have the bow for Aweglib.
Aweglib is getting closer from go mode because the bow is important for a few dungeons.
Most definitely. And I think he just wanted to take a sneak peek on what the ledge item was, so that's why he did that.
Yeah, and he's happy to see a tempered sword, so he will not need to go for it, so that's a bit of a time save compared to Xarnax. And Xarnax lightning the room. Weird that he doesn't know the path in that room.
Oh, Aweglib's got to be careful about his health here. And he gets the ether tablet. Ether.
Because if he dies, he goes back to probably the old man, and he has to go back up.
Yep, he has to go around.
That's pretty long. He could go for a death warp here. Yep. No.
I'm not sure.
Aweglib.
I think he's thinking about it. Okay. I was like, he knows he has the better sword. I would definitely not pick up the other one.
So Xarnax getting closer to Aghanim.
And looks like someone's hoping for a double-chested fairy hype here.
Still no boots.
No, this is an interesting seat so far. Boots definitely eluding players, and You know what I'm thinking here now, Parisian player? Is Boots maybe on Pyramid?
Or maybe like in the logic, you can find a seed like in like where the boots are not reachable, right?
Well, that's true. It could be a bootless seed as well.
I mean, Aweglib is getting closer to go mode. He just needs some hurricane and ice rod and flute.
And even though we may
And
think that
flippers.
dark navigation may be easy, but maybe for them, they might definitely still have to get that lamp.
Yeah, so that's what Xarnax is obviously going for. Aweglib deciding to go to Eastern Palace first, which I like. When I'm able to finish a dungeon, I often like to go for it. After like doing the main stuff, Death Mountain, Hype Cave, if I have a dungeon I can do, because doing dungeon is also a possible way to farm. It's both farming and getting crystal.
And I'm pretty sure chat knows. Just how many blue balls do you think Aghanim is going to have for us today?
Beaverage, Lumberjack is giving a lamp. And since Mire is required, technically Turtle Rock also, but I really find the Turtle Rock Dark Room very easy.
I would have to agree on that. If I had to go and choose which one that I would do dark navigation, I would say Turtle Rock's probably the easiest one of them all.
Xarnax firing rod on Aghanim, but that loses frames on the refilling. So.
And let's see what we get on here. Oh my goodness! The other rod.
So that still does not make Aghanim required, but since it's on the way, sounds good.
And maybe we'll get a peek here at Zora's area along with the catfish now. We'll see.
Yes, too bad he still doesn't have the flippers, so you will have a look at the object at the Zora's domain, but you will not be able to grab it if it's important. I'm betting for vanilla flippers.
Ooh, flippers would be nice to hear. It would make a very, no backtracking situation for him.
Xarnax almost forgetting to take something to throw.
Oh!
Vanilla Quake.
Vanilla Quake.
I don't know if chat is ahead of us, but Max Plupai just said it a little bit earlier.
Well, I think maybe he was hoping for it.
No, yeah, he was hoping for it. Okay, nice. GG, Max Plupai. Go grab a lottery ticket right now. And Xarnax not going for Zora's domain.
No, he's not. I don't know if he's thinking in his head, I want to check it when I get, flippers, but since you're already there, it's not too bad to just do Zora and then save and quit. And you never know. We could also have a vanilla flipper situation too.
Yeah, and it's also like, maybe also you have nothing on the ledge. Nothing interesting, so maybe you came and you see that, okay, I don't need to come back.
That's true.
Which is likely, it's more likely to get some shit objects than a good object. So you go watch and take a look. So Xarnax doesn't have to worry about any medallions now for Mire.
Yep, he doesn't even have to check it if he didn't want to. He knows he has everything.
Oh, Aweglib almost did the bottom right strat correctly, but he got hit. The last almost turned red, but finishes it. And he gets the first crystal.
That's right. And looks like Xarnax picks up his blue boomerang here. And our first crystal was the eastern one done. And looks like chat's praying for the pedestal item to be something of use this time.
Well, we always hope that something on the pedestal, because it means that we need more farming, and it's interesting also to see how the runners deal with that when they're gonna watch the pedestal. Is it possible that the pedestal is required without being able to reach the book? Like, you have to go for the pendants and like take what's on the pedestal like blindly and hoping for a required object to be in it?
That could be a possibility sometimes, where you don't have the book, so you just taking a wild guess here.
Like book in GT and pedestal required.
Now, I've always think of this Parisian player. What if the book itself was in the pedestal?
Yeah, also, but then maybe they will not farm for it because they will find the other required objects in a different way.
Now, looks like you found the mushroom.
Who got the mushroom?
Aweglib had the mushroom. Didn't he turn it in? I recall somebody turned in the mushroom at one point, right?
Not certain. I didn't see Aweglib really doing Eastern, so I don't know what he got. Apparently Chad didn't go crazy, so no interesting objects. Except maybe the mushroom, but they didn't say anything about that. So suggesting the flute at the pedestal, is it possible?
Oh yes,
yes,
I've seen
it is
that happen
possible.
before.
It is possible because Meyer is not a pendant.
Ooh, that's true. That has raised your possibility chances, and I know you've heard before from VTorp in the future randomizers, they're going to raise the percentage of the pedestal to be higher. I think they're going to raise the rate to 12% instead of 3%.
Which is a good thing, because it makes the feeling of watching what's on the pedestal more worth it. So Aweglib going for Thief Town, and unlike Xarnax, he will be able to finish it entirely because he has the hammer. Let's recall that Xarnax didn't have the hammer and died in that dungeon and didn't want to go back for it. And still no boots.
Yes, this is interesting. No boots. So without boots, we know that these players can't get that lamp that they, I think they're both kind of seeking and wanting at this moment.
True, I've totally forgot about that. So Xarnax still stating he does not think ahead of what he's going to do next. And here is the mushroom.
Yes, there it is.
So I'm not sure if Xarnax took it. I think he died just before grabbing the mushroom then.
Yeah, I think he was on his way to grab it then.
Why are the clocks so different? They are different because Aweglib accidentally stopped his timer.
Yes,
after
and
his first death after 15 minutes. Xarnax coming back to Dark World Kokoku Village. So he has the options: finishing Thief's Town, going to Skullwoods.
Now I'm hoping he remembers to go back and check the you know, the cave up and down, because that's where his bow is, and that item might be the one that's going to troll him in the seed now.
Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty difficult for him. That's often really difficult to recall these.
Oh!
And the Summer Cane. Getting closer and closer from a bootless seed. With all these required objects.
Oh my goodness. But I hope they know how to do dark navigation, because if they don't, this is going to be really, really terrible. So the only item that we are not aware of is, where is that flute? It's still required for sure. And also flippers, right?
True, but no one went to Zora's domain yet. Oh, that was a bottle?
Yes.
And the first bottle with a fairy.
Oh, the lamp is in the lumberjack cave.
I don't know what Xarnax went here. There's always a key here.
Ooh, big key. I think he might go to the casual route, maybe.
Alright.
Oh!
You could have done after this. Now we can go to the edge, and now we can do it. So I'm not going for the bump jump, which would have been more optimal here. Well, bump jump without the boots is more harder. You have only 2 frames, 2 pixels that work, and you have to get good visual cues. I use personally the left ear from Link compared to the hole, but it's something that I've worked on, so I'm not sure. He must have not been confident on it.
Yes, I also use the same visual cue. I also use the ear, and I try to match it against one of the jagged edge pegs on the floor. And if I cover that up, I know I'm also made that bomb jump.
Aweglib fighting currently the blind. So yes,
He's
still 5
doing
hearts. Yes.
Pretty good job. Oh,
Yes.
got it. Oh my goodness.
Aweglib.
Oh, wow.
Okay, good. But he had some safeties. For 1 heart, he could have gone for it, and unfortunately, no interesting object for him. But yeah, he had Berna Cane and he had the cape. He could have gone for them. It would have helped him a lot.
And he just gets the regular gloves since he already has the upgraded Titan's mitt. He didn't really require that.
Xarnax on his way to go to Malthula, grabbing the pots here, which have magic and hearts to be more prepared for the moth fight. But he has a fairy now, so it should be better.
And with half magic, this is really nice to just kill these Gibdos with them.
The peg hard piece for Aweglib, but he's not going for hammer dashes.
Nope. No Pegasus boots, so no way to dash.
Alright. You were totally right here. People struggling in this room. I hate this room for Xarnax. 20 rupees in the peg room. Getting through by the mini helmet, stopping him from getting that key.
And we have the magic bat here for Aweglib, so let's see what we get today.
Must fight for Xarnax. Going for fire rod strats. I see a lot of runners going for this, but actually, if you can, try to go as much as possible with Tempered Sword, because Tempered Sword is making more damages to Malthula than the fire rod.
That is true.
Only 4 hits, where fire rod requires 8 hits.
Yep, because the fire rod damage input is the same as a Master Sword Slash, which is only 4 HP.
You should try to use the fire rod to prevent him from shooting. Is this going to be a bonkless race from Sir Yux in chat? Possibly.
That's if they know how to do dark navigation, though.
Is the logic of randomizer giving you the lantern always accessible?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The only mode where they changed that, making it difficult where you don't require the lamp, and they may put in places where it's hard to reach, is a speedrunner mode then.
And Skullwoods for Xarnax.
That's correct. And
We should be good in the tracker now.
Oh, do you know what that means then? With Thieves Town down and Eastern Palace down, we may have a trip to the double-chested ferry.
I didn't notice that Thieves Town was the 6th crystal, so yes, you can go for it. Not the best path if he's going to go, and no, you can't come back from here. It's a one-way trip, Aweglib, and you can't jump because you don't have the flippers.
Yeah, that's the thing he was probably thinking of. He probably didn't notice that his he doesn't have the item to get around this area.
He's taking a long path, maybe going to Skullwoods. Otherwise, I don't see what he would be going for. Xarnax trying to finish up Thieves Town.
Now let's fix this real quick. So this is like that, and that is like this.
Sec for the other one? No, it's just reminders for us. Oh, Xarnax has Palace of Darkness also, I think. Eastern Palace, sorry. Eastern Palace.
Let's mark that for him.
I'm not sure, can we... I think he went for it. Next time he pauses, I'm gonna check that.
No, he can't. You know, the reason why he doesn't have bow. He can't finish it yet because he doesn't have the bow.
Oh, right. You're right. You're totally true. That's one of the big mistakes. He did it already.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't come to bite him, though, because that's really needed. A bowless armor strat would be interesting, but you can't get to that room without having the bow, though.
People often talk about doing, like, the worst fight is doing Armos with a blue boomerang, but I can guarantee you there's worse than this. For a puzzle, I did Armos with bombs.
I think Aweglib didn't really pay attention to his crystals because he could have went to the double-chested fairy and brought the big bomb as he was checking this item up here.
Totally.
But he does get his ice rod now.
I didn't see the chest and the big chest, but I guess it was nothing really important because we would have seen it from Aweglib.
Correct.
And for Stick-Up, the Ice Rod was there, or Net Death. Ice Rod was there, and Xarnax found it a while ago.
Now, the quintessential item we're pretty much missing still is the flute and flipper, because pretty much if they can get the flute and flipper, if you can dark navigate, you're pretty much in go mode.
Hey, still nobody went to Zora's Domain.
That's true. It is definitely an option.
And Aweglib going back to Dark World in the swamp section, maybe to grab the big bomb. And Xarnax fighting blind currently.
Oh, correct. Aweglib did finish Aweglib. You are absolutely correct.
Xarnax trying, he may have... Yeah, it would have been better if he used the Bernacane because he's going to lose his fairy. Whereas with the Bernacane, he would have killed him, and with the magic reveal later, after the boss fight, he would have come back to normal. One hit left. And it's down.
Okay, so chat is correcting us here because we do know one of them did kill Aweglib. But with that, he has his 6th crystal because he beat Thieves Town. Oops, I'll fix
Aweglib
that.
giving a mushroom to a witch, and let's see what the witch is capable of doing with a mushroom and a spoon.
Oh!
Flute!
Oh my goodness.
That's going to be very helpful. He can now go directly to Meyer. That would be my move. Watching what he doesn't have all the medallions yet, so he could watch what's in the medallion required for it, and go watch also the 3 objects near it. But decides to go to Catfish and maybe finally to Zora's Domain.
We shall see. So, based on what we see, the item that we don't know that can kind of put both players in go mode now is pretty much now the flippers.
Indeed.
And now he gets his Quake too.
Okay, so now he has no problem. He can go to Meyer if he wants. He's going Light World and he's going to Zora's Domain.
Now there's another thing chat mentioning is can they do Silver Arrow, Silverless Ganon?
Well, the question for Xarnax will be first to find bows.
That's true. We do know where the bow is. It's in the Super Bunny Cave.
I didn't see the object on the
that
edge.
was the blue mail.
All right, skippable. Xarnax about to find nothing special, if I recall, from the bat. And King Zora is giving bombs. Too bad. Did anyone check the sick kit yet? No, nobody checked, I think.
Oh, that's correct. Someone did get silver arrows. Very nice. However, though you do have the silver arrows, you still can't use it without the bow. It's the one item that we know that Xarnax missed when he went to Death Mountain, and I hope he remembers to go get that item.
Okay, Chad saying that the silver arrow was from sick kit.
Ah, so Xarnax was the one who paid the visit. Very nice of him, though.
Aweglib is on his way to activate the flute.
Now I'm curious, Parisian, at this point in time, where do you think the boots are? It's been a pretty long an hour so far, and we still haven't seen boots yet.
Well, it's hard. It can be in any dungeons. I think they now did all the... After they've done the Mire section, they would have done, I think, all the overworld farming reachable, because they cannot go to the graveyard, obviously. And I don't see any other places they could go, so... If it's the case, then it's a dungeon, and dungeon can be anywhere.
And for what it looks like, this seed, it doesn't really seem like you require the boots to finish anything.
Yep. Well, they need... no, the boots might be fine, because they will... If the lamp is always reachable...
Oh, that's true. If the boots definitely would be able to be found if they can't do dark navigation, which is part of the logic as well.
So Skullwoods for Aweglib. I'm not sure where he's going to go next. Let's think. He could go... I mean, he will have three crystals. If he doesn't want to go to Mire, he could go to Mire, but if he doesn't want because of the Dark Room, he cannot go to Swamp either, so I think Turtle Rock.
But he also has double-chested fairy he can do, but I don't think he remembers the crystal count for him.
I check Misery Mire area. True. Sakura Laloa would go to. If I could not do Dark Navigation, I would go for Misery Mire, and then Thieves. The Big Bomb, and then T-Rock.
Now, there's another thing they can do is they have a backwards way into desert, even though it's a pendant dungeon.
True. They can enter. They can enter desert now. So bottle with a fairy. Yeah. Okay. Added it. It reminds me because there's a bottle with a red potion on the edge of desert. So where's Xarnax going?
I think he didn't check Zora himself, right?
Yeah. So I bet on Zora's domain too.
Oh, he did. Everyone's saying he just did.
All right.
That's very nice then. But the thing of it now is, we all know where the bow is, and this is going to be the item that's going to probably troll him.
And we know where the flute is, and he didn't bring the mushroom back, so...
Maybe this is what he's doing.
Alright, he's doing it right now.
Okay. Very nice.
Aweglib doing the second half of Skullwoods.
So the only item we are kind of looking for in terms of finishing the seed is pretty much flippers, but if dark navigation proves to be an issue, then obviously boots is needed.
Yeah, still I keep my idea of going to Turtle Rock because... So no swamp, no mire. Ice Palace, they could do Ice Palace.
That's true.
They can't.
Yeah.
Well, no, because not. They
without fake flippering. Without
yes,
fake flippering.
It's not in the logic of the randomizer. Of these randomizers, it can be done.
Oh,
but he had a fairy here.
Fairy.
So the logic of the seed is not to do Ice Palace right now. So probably Ice Palace does not contain flippers and...
Oh no, it wouldn't, because
yeah.
you know, the logic would not allow you to try to get into ice without the flipper. So they don't have to look for flippers in Ice Palace if they were looking for that.
So that's why either Ice Palace, but Ice Palace is pretty long. Turtle Rock would be still my guess. Aweglib still needs to go see the sick kid to take news from him.
Oh, they can't check though, you know? Remember we were saying, how are you going to check that pedestal without the book?
Yeah, they can't.
Yeah, they can't even check it if they wanted to.
Okay, so what Aweglib did, he didn't mirror at the correct place. Maybe he was willing to go back to open a chest, but I think he opened everything needed in Skullwoods.
Bumper cave.
The best possible place to mirror outside of Skullwoods is right at the exit. You will get a quick warp, and you will not be going out of the level. Back to
silver
dark
arrows for Aweglib, so both of them will have silver arrows.
And Xarnax finding himself a better sword, which we said Aweglib was a little time save here because he didn't need to grab the temper sword. Xarnax option, I would go to Mire. Action, not entering the dungeon. Nope.
From looking at what I've seen their choices are making, I honestly feel that both are probably not comfortable with dark navigation.
Yeah, but what then?
Now this like
Okay.
Aweglib is gonna check around the Spark Cave here and the northeast cave around Meyer. Oh no! Look what he's doing. He's gonna do desert here. He wants that bottle.
Yeah, it's pretty far. That's the problem of mirroring. The hitboxes of the mirror is weird, so you're not coming back to Light World or to Dark World in the same place as you mirrored.
Of course, we're gonna use Swag Duck emotes. After all, we have seen the Swag Duck.
Oh, they already checked the chest in desert. Yes, they have. Aweglib just did, and Xarnax did it a little bit earlier. So northeast Mire Cave. We'll give a heart piece. And Xarnax is in the same area here. And Aweglib, you'll have... No, he's not going for the big bomb. What is he going for? He farmed everything. Is he going to Turtle Rock? Is he trying to go to Hera?
Oh, he's checking his items. I'm pretty sure he's thinking about what his options are right now. Primarily flippers is what's needed for go mode. If you can do dark navigation, that is.
Oh, Xarnax, is he entering Mire? No, he dies before we know what he was going for. Where are boots? We don't know.
Yeah, we have no clue. Oh,
Spike Cave. Oh, I forgot it.
Whoa. Spike Cave.
I always forget it. That's why I have it in my to-do list.
Now let's see what this holds here. Red rupee.
Not worth the trip.
Now
And
this is
Xarnax
really interesting.
finally going to estimate. He will not find anything, but it's something you have to do. Aweglib going back to Dark World, so maybe on his way to Big Bomb.
You know what I was thinking right now is Palace of Darkness is another place where there's a lot of chests too, and I have seen the boots put there before.
Yeah, but a lot of keys. What's the number? I don't know exactly. What's the number of objects you find in Palace of Darkness?
There's quite a lot. There's quite a bunch of chests.
Five? Five?
Yeah.
Maybe? Okay.
That's quite a lot of chests you can check over there. But oh, here comes the double-chested fairy big bomb.
Okay, so that must be the last overworld place to go. Then, if you don't find anything, Aweglib, you will have to go for a dungeon.
Let's hope this pays off for Aweglib here. And I know Xarnax is trying to find that bow at least, so he can get some more progression here through dungeons too. And I think he's in a general good direction if he's heading down Death Mountain here. I hope he goes right, and if he does, then it's a good sign.
No, looks like he's going more to Hero.
Alright, here it is then.
50 rupees and upgrades.
This is gonna be challenging. Oh, he's gonna throw in the bottles to see what randomized item it is now. Oh, just a regular green potion, and he opts to use it.
Okay, so if he's afraid of going in a dungeon, he can farm some fairies. But where? Mainly he can go to Flute 5. That's an easy way to get some fairies when you don't have boots.
Okay, here we go. Finally, someone is checking out Hera here.
Which is Green Pendant, right?
Yes.
The runners doesn't listen to me. They're not going to Turtle Rock.
Oh, and look what they found. The
I
book.
didn't see the book.
Now, book leaves them even more options. Ether Tablet and Bombos Tablet are now unlockable.
True.
And we can also see what the pedestal item could be.
And Aweglib are doing exactly the same choice here, so we'll find this book also.
Now, I'm wondering if Chad is thinking flippers and pedestal.
I guess boots cannot be, since Path of Darkness is a pendant. Such is logic.
Ooh. Big key. Had to be.
Boots is somewhere else. Okay, so Xarnax not finishing Hera and going to watch right now what the Ether Tablet has to offer.
Oh! There's your boots, and they could have had that really early if they only looked in Hera when they had that first trip around.
Okay, so depending on how quickly Aweglib is going to decide to check that tablet, he's on go mode too. Because he will find after that. No, flippers. I'm stupid. There's still flippers. Oh, the death! Just a little tower room. That's horrible.
Oh.
I'm sorry. He still needs flippers, but he will be able to, since he has the bows compared to Xarnax, he will be able to finish a lot more places.
And now with boots, he has other options he can look for as well.
Surely he's going to go to the Sanctuary Heart Peace place.
Unfortunately, the bow was missed in the Super Bunny Cave, where it was going to be very difficult for him to remember because he did Hookshot Cave already. He's probably thinking he already did everything there.
Aweglib losing some arrows trying to get the iframes. Not necessary, the room is easy enough, plus extra menu to grab the arrows.
Ah, look where Xarnax is going. He's gonna go pick up that lamp now.
He did kill Aghanim, unlike Aweglib, so he can take it way faster.
And with this, he'll now also have a lantern.
So it's interesting because they will have Not the
Oh, he's
same
gonna-
options.
He's gonna grab that fairy real quick, and then lamp is gonna be right here. So we'll click that a little early, but here you go.
Yeah, when we think about it, if some guy was making a big gamble and went to Hira like right away, he could have found the book and the boot right.
And Bombo's tablet's still an option too. Bombo's tablet could have the flippers. Sahasrara is now an option too.
Well, Xarnax did not finish Hira, so no.
Oh, he didn't finish it though. Ah, rats. That would have been something I would have considered. Because I'm already there. Might as well finish the whole thing.
Finish the dungeons.
Oh yeah, finish the dungeons at your visit because you don't want to ever have to backtrack and think about anything else. And
especially with the green one.
Yeah, especially with Butter Sword in hand, Moldorm would have died in 2 attacks, pretty much.
Ooh, Aweglib not finishing Hira either. So maybe he counted the map and the compass.
Okay, he's going back to Death Mountain though, so maybe he's thinking Ether Tablet here.
Yeah, but then mirroring back was way quicker. So next opening, Mire with Quake.
Ah, hookshot stress here. Oh,
Yeah, not the best. Yeah, that should not kill the wizard if I'm correct. Oh, it does?
It does.
Alright. Okay, that's good for me to know because in my blindfold run, I did use Ether instead. Thinking that Bombos was not killing them, so I mental know this.
And looks like Aweglib is going to pick up his boots here now.
I'm surprised I didn't know this because I checked for some difficult rooms like this, like in the rooms where I needed some medallions. Like for example, and people were surprised when in one of my races, I think my first race, I used Ether against turtles in Palace of Darkness.
Look, Aweglib is a little bit frustrated because I'm thinking he knows he's going to get his lamp here, but it looks like he's not going there just yet. Where is he going now?
Well, he's going to Aghanim. He has to kill him first.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. He is the one who has yet to kill Aghanim.
Xarnax, that path in Mire, that's not correct. Okay, for runners who are doing the same path, and I know there's a few because I saw it. Do not go here. You're grabbing a key, and for opening a door with a key. You have other options here.
Oh, he's gonna use this key here.
Yeah, that's a pure time loss going this path.
Well, King of Spies, the reason why Aweglib is doing Aghanim is because he wants the lamp. It's in the Lumberjack Cave. Can't blame a man who doesn't want to do dark navigation.
So both are trying to finish up the dungeon they are. Yep, apparently no races tomorrow.
Well, no races on speed gaming, but there is always a weekly race on Saturdays.
feels chasing some Zelda 1 randos.
Oh, that's also nice too. Zelda 1 randos are also really fun to watch.
Round 3 has started, and the first games I think were today. And unfortunately, a French guy lost today.
Oh.
0-3 is for him, unfortunately. And they're playing in a Swiss system, so you always play someone with the same amount of points as you have.
Wow. Now that's an interesting way to set up the rounds here.
It's a very good system. They didn't use, I think, I'm not sure if they used correctly the seeds for this. But it's a system I know well from chess tournaments. Chess tournaments are often done on Swiss. Sargasms, saying some words in French to say that, unfortunately, France lost. That there are three French players in the Zelda 1 tournaments, and I think I'm the only one in the ALTTP Rando tournament. So Xarnax getting closer to the end for Vitreous. Didn't find anything interesting yet, not those famous flippers. And for him, he's still hoping for Bow, but
yeah,
so it's going to be terrible for him.
Finding that bow is going to be something really hard for him at this moment. And Aweglib is just boomeranging everything to death here.
And yes, Jake, I know chess. I'm 2000 FIDE rated player. Whoa, 0 blue balls for again. Nice. Where is the lantern? The lantern is at the Lumberjacks. And Aweglib is going for it right now. That was his objective of going here. Okay, same. If you want to mirror, the best is just at the top of the stairs. Of the first stairs, not here. You went way too much down.
Alright.
And here we go for Aweglib. Xarnax fighting Vitreous. Is he going to make a safe strat? Yes, he's using Cape.
Yes. He is gonna use Cape.
Okay, so honestly, the damage boost strat is not that complicated, and it's a lot more safer than it looks. Because you take less risks, because any damages from the eyes are 4 hearts, and the lightnings. Ooh, and that death, and I don't.
Oh, did he have any? Oh, yeah,
yes, sir. He grabbed fairies, just like where Aweglib is farming them. But same, don't hesitate to go into the goo. It's not that difficult. And it's just 1 heart by 1 heart compared to 4 hearts or 2 hearts every time.
No arrows because Bow was in the Super Bunny caving. He has no bow.
He could have charged with bombs.
Yeah, that's true. Bombs work too, which is a funny strat to use.
I think it's. I don't want to mistaken. It's 16 bombs.
Oh my goodness.
It's hard because you have to lure Vitreous. Like I tried, and it's very hard to kill Vitreous with bombs only.
Oh my god, it takes too much HP because Vitreous's big eye has 128 HP, and the bombs do 4. So there's quite a lot of bombs you would have to use on the big eye then.
Well, you know the stats more than me. I don't know like the HP by heart. I know how many hits every time. Like I know that object requires with it that many hits to kill it, but I don't know, like Master Sword, 4 HP.
Oh yes, I keep track of the stats all the time in terms of what damage is. Bow actually does 16 HP. Silver Arrow does 100. Hammer does 8. Temper does 8 as well because they do the same damage input. And Gold does 16. So equivalent of the arrow, the regular arrow, gold sword is the same damage input.
Xarnax hesitating and decides to go to Desert Palace.
Interesting.
Which is a pendant.
Now, looks like both players kind of follow in the same footsteps. One just going to Mire, the other is now going to Mire too. But yes, we're still missing these flippers.
Oh, we forgot to add the lamp to our friend Aweglib.
Yes, and pretty much the only item missing for him is flippers, and we should be in go mode once he gets that.
Yeah, it's even the only item missing in his inventory.
And flippers is definitely required because even if you could fake flipper, Swamp Palace is a dungeon you still need to finish.
People saying vanilla flippers? No, it's not vanilla flippers. It had 3 bombs.
Yes, it's already been checked.
So we're going to discover a new chest here from Xarnax because first person entering Desert Palace.
I hope Xarnax finds that bow, though. It's gonna be really difficult for him to retrace his footsteps.
Well, it's not his concern right now, but I'm pretty sure that in 15-20 minutes. Maybe less, as we said, he has Ice Palace and Tirog to do.
That's true. He could finish Turtle Rock. He has all the essential items to finish it. And it shouldn't be too bad since you do have Butter Sword.
So yeah, he's probably going to go for one of these two or these two. And then, if he doesn't find the flippers in any of them... Well, sorry, for the bow, he will need to think about his options and to backtrack.
Now, let's see what he's gonna... Obviously, he's gonna open the portal here, but we'll see what he does with his routing here, where he decides to go.
Did he check bombos?
That's a good question. I don't believe so. Not for him.
All right, and here we go.
Yeah, both players pretty much didn't really get the book for very long because it was in Hera, and they could have had that checked really early because they both had the opportunity to do so.
Diesel blackmailing.
Now, the reason why nobody checked the pedestal was because the book was found pretty late, and you know, as you can see, Xarnax already did Skull Woods, so he didn't have the book at the time, so he wasn't able to check. And I think Aweglib did the same thing too. He didn't have the book at the time either, so nobody actually got to take a sneak peek at the pedestal item yet, to see what it is.
Okay, weird route from Aweglib and Meyer. I know where he wants to go, but what is the best option?
Oh, look!
Okay.
And speaking of the devil, we are going to see what this pedestal item is going to be, everybody.
And let's wait. Pedestal hype. People in chat, pedestal hype. And it is... Pedestal unhype. Refund that seed.
Refund the seed.
Brothers, reset right now and until you find a seed that's decent enough.
Fiesel has opted to leave us now.
Bye bye, Fiesel. Thanks very much.
Now, with that said, there's still some things still open for both players where the flipper is. Keep in mind, green pendant is Hera.
Yeah, true. Max Bluefire reminds us that the flashlight could be an option, and they both decided to not finish that dungeon. Aweglib even went, he went up to the big chest and didn't want to find Moldorm to grab that green lantern, that green pendant. Fat Fairy Flippers? No, it had some 50 rupees and arrows, I think.
Yeah, so this has been a flipper seed where both players are going to have to start looking for that still. They might have to start doing the pendant dungeons just for the sheer fact that logic-wise, they shouldn't be having flippers to do Ice Palace.
Yeah, T-Rock, they could do T-Rock also.
Yeah, T-Rock is... Yeah, oh my god, T-Rock for flippers. My
guys,
goodness.
let's hope for flippers in T-Rock. And Xarnax not leaving Death Mountain, so he's looking for something. Oh, by the way, do not dash in stairs. Pump. Pumping is awful because it destroys your hands, but still worth it in stairs. Alright, and he's finishing.
Oh, he is going to finish Hera after all now.
So we'll have the answer about Sashral.
No, pedestal unfortunately is not required.
It was a piece of love.
And just 2 silver arrows is all you need to take out Vitreous.
Xarnax hasn't done Eastern Palace because he doesn't have the bow. And Aweglib decides, just like Xarnax did, after a mire, you're next to desert, finish it.
And keep in mind, folks, Boots was found very, very late in the... Definitely over an hour.
Does desert has one object? Only
2 objects, actually.
2 objects?
Yes, 2.
Interesting. I don't see what's the useless object in desert in vanilla game.
Because the boss drop and then your regular big key item.
Alright, Xarnax approaching from Moldorm with the golden sword, so it's only 2 hits and can be even a slash and a poke, it's enough.
It's the same damage output as the fire rod.
Green mail Ganon maybe? Yeah, maybe. Well, they could grab the blue mail. It was reachable, but none of them went for it.
Well, they...
Ah, no, true, it's the flippers, it's on the edge. Yeah, true.
Yeah, they need that flipper to get the blue mail if they really wanted it.
Moldorm playing not nice and keeping on the left, which is a lot trickier.
Oh, just the map. But
yeah,
he
so that's
now
why
can check the
Aweglib
hospital.
that's why Aweglib didn't fight Moldorm, because he knew there was the map missing. But he didn't want to take the opportunity to see what Sashrola was giving us.
Oh,
Xarnax, good idea here. Going right away to Turtle Rock, it looks. I talked about that move an hour ago, probably. So
Yes, Ether was actually your boots here, so yes. Both players have boots. And this is a really good strat here to grab that fairy. If you net dash the block from the left side, you automatically, if you have an empty bottle, you'll be able to automatically catch a fairy just like that.
it works also on the right side. I think the up or button which can be trickier. For this small things like this, usually it's fine. It's the trees which are way more different. Like I know from the one near the tree which has a fairy near Palace of Darkness, if you item dash from left, which you usually do, you can. If you're too high, you can have troubles not getting it.
Very good point, Parisian player.
Whereas from the right, considering the one from near Kakarku village, before you kill Aghanim, usually take it from the right near Blind's house, and you have no problems.
Now, hopefully, after Xarnax finishes Turtle Rock, he'll remember to check that last cave. It is not that far away. It's all he has to do is go left one screen transition and go into the cave.
If he knows that he forgot it, because a big option is that he's sure that he did it.
Oh, he hookshotted that a little early.
No, he went from the wrong side, and so he wants to reset his position. He could have done the normal way, the intended way, which is going bottom.
That's true. So he's just resetting himself up. Nice. And this is the general way that we like to do is shot off the torch so you can just respawn in the beginning of the area. And here's some hookshot strats he's trying to get through here. But he has to face another direction, not at the rolling pin.
Aweglib equipped the book, so he's looking for that pedestal. I didn't see the chest yet. I guess there was a key because he has two.
Correct.
Flippers probably in ice. No, it's not in the logic of the randomizer, J. Cooper.
Oh, and the chain chomps with green mail.
But he has a fairy because he net dashed just before entering.
Which is a smart move. Now, since he's still item searching and he still needs to get the big key, right? I don't think he snatched it. Oh, he did snatch it. Since the fact that he is still item searching, he still would need to check the big key original location in Turtle Rock. Otherwise, he can skip it normally.
Xarnax taking that anti-fairy, I personally don't like it because you have a few blocks from here. And you can normally have no problem reaching that place without dying. So I think likely he's going to re-grab powder now.
Yep, looks like it.
So it's time loss here of using twice the powder. And he decides to not refill the other bottles. Does he still have his red potion?
I believe so. I don't recall him ever using it.
Okay, a little trick. You can easily kill the Pokey with Fire Rod. So if in case you have trouble, like he's trying to escape, easy peasy, Fire Rod.
Ah, just a piece of heart.
Piece of fire. Oh, where is he going? That's not the optimal way. Xarnax, good call. Come back. Oh, and Aweglib deciding to enter Path of Darkness. I didn't see him for a long time. So he's entering a pendant dungeon.
Probably making a gamble, thinking his flippers are here.
So as we said, a lot of objects in it. So he's making that gamble. Whereas Xarnax making another gamble, which is the one I would have done, like farming in a crystal. I don't think did Aweglib went to see Sashola, or maybe he's hoping to to watch after this? Or did he went to Molder? I don't even think he did.
No, he did not.
He did not, so no. So here you go, Mimic Escape for Xarnax incoming. Will Bradley just fake flippers in swamp? Willard, if you find a way to flick flippers in swamp, world record incoming in no major glitches by at least 1 minute. So we would be really happy.
I'm pretty sure Parisian would like that.
Well, I wouldn't have world record because that minute times there would not be enough for me to get world record. But I mean, Zelda or WQ, they would get world record right away if you could fake flippers inside of swamp. What is that Samarican strat? Pull the wall and pull back. The mimics will follow you. And they will go back on the left, and that's how you will trigger them.
Interesting.
Pull the wall. He doesn't know that. Okay, he triggered them. Yeah, but that's what happened. That had to happen here. I think it was.
Oh.
No, medallions are not working, I think.
No, I don't believe you can medallion these guys. Nope.
Okay, the Decahedron, and what you mean, it's also considered as a major glitch. It's what is done in Swordless, and it allows you to swim on the floor. So, no major glitches.
No, it's unfortunate he was unable to figure out how to get past the mimic in the mimic cave. Oh, and he's got a mirror here. I think he's gonna make another attempt here now. He has a little bit of magic now. I'm thinking he's gonna use the Samaria strat here. Or Sword Beam. Sorry, Sword Beams work too. Okay. We gotta back up a little. Oh, Samaria. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Very nice. Make them walk into their deaths.
Still nothing in Pass of Darkness for Aweglib while we're talking about Xarnax.
Alright.
That's death.
He's gonna make him run to his death. And then, okay, one more time. Okay, successful.
I really hope you watch the VOD to learn how to do this room differently.
Oh wow! And just for his reward was just the magical boomerang.
Nice. Which is for me worse than the blue boomerang. It's good that in Randomizer you can switch from blue to red, because when I have red, then I switch to blue right away. Red is harder to use in Ganon's Tower.
Absolutely.
And I don't play 100% enough to like practice enough that red boomerang strat in Ganon's Tower.
Ah, you mean the one on the switches?
Yeah.
I see.
The first one is easy, but the second one is tricky.
Yes. Yeah, Xarnax has to watch out for his magic meter. I don't recall. Did he used it?
So yes, beam, so here it's okay.
He should have half magic. I think this is enough to get past this for sure.
Yeah, no problem.
There you go. Just enough.
He should not fall. Well, he can't fall here. Oh, what is this path? This is my blindfolded path. But it's not pressing the same inputs. From here, from the place you were, you just press left for the entire time, and then you're there. Trying to put that block, and he throws at it, and with a rebound, it goes perfectly.
Ooh, that fairy. Oh, falls off.
He's taking the safety exit. The idea is that if he dies, then he will come back to that same place.
Okay, now he's gonna. Oh, no mirror shield here.
Alright, he does not feel confident about fake flippers. He wants to get the cape, but he doesn't have magic. So a possibility is there if he really wants to use the cape. He could go grab the magic just before the boss and then use it.
That is true. And he did go out the cave. He can always mirror, and he'll be spawning over there.
Totally, like even even after he finishes Xarnax is going to put him back at which exit? Actually, not sure.
I'm pretty sure he'll start at the beginning if he actually finishes Xarnax off. So the only way I can think of if he wanted to check those chests is mirroring once he grabs the magic jar.
Yeah, true. I recall from Reverse Boss Order. In Reverse Boss Order, you always enter Tira from the non-usual entrance, and after killing him, you get out from the usual entrance.
Here you go. Now he did think about that. So there you go. Now we have the cape strats here.
Too bad he doesn't know fake flippers. Laser skip.
Yeah, laser skip is definitely a good technique to use here.
Alright, so currently Turtle Rock gave absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it was a gamble, but you still need to finish it after all.
Yeah, it was half a gamble since it's a crystal.
Yep. Oh, no, just, no. Aweglib, all he had to do was slash twice, but he goes for the silver arrow strat here. Ooh, and just a bottle for all that hard work.
Xarnax entering the Xarnax. Bad hit from the beginning, so we will not wind cycle the first head like this.
And he's got to watch out for his health here. I don't remember if he has any. Oh, there you go. There's that red potion that we're thinking he's going to use or not.
Checking his map. Yeah, the main head is doing 4 hearts of damage, so he had only 4. It was a good moment to go for the red potion if you wanted to get it. Sargasm suggesting Astrala for flippers? Yeah, maybe, but we're still waiting for Xarnax to go for it.
That's true. He has yet to head that direction.
Aweglib considering his options, and looks like he's going to Turtle Rock too. So he's just fooling Xarnax. Mire, Desert. He did Pass of Darkness, which is a huge time loss here.
Yeah, it didn't hold anything true for him.
And it was not among the main options, so Xarnax might consider to not go to it.
He might remember this. He might remember this.
That's good news for him.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, yes.
All right, okay.
I think he remembers this cave. But
good job, Xarnax.
Even though he's going the longer way now.
We'll have to ask him if it was... if he totally forgot it, if he forgot it when he recalled it. Did he just realize, like, after finishing, coming back to Light and going to the other stuff?
And with this, we might have a race now because both players are still looking for that flipper, and we know that it's not in Turtle Rock.
I would still give a lead to Xarnax because Aweglib currently doing Turtle Rock, and it will take a long time to do.
Yes.
But Xarnax, to come back into a tie, will only have to do Eastern Palace.
You're correct.
Yeah, ahead, the max plus pi, that only if he doesn't have the idea to go to Path of Darkness, which is possible.
And looks like
Controlled by
he's
the laser.
definitely he's floating here. And maybe we're gonna see him do. Oh no, he's definitely gonna finish Eastern first. Looks like that's what he's doing first. I'm gonna finish Eastern first.
Xarnax could have gone for the hook shot and going for. No. Okay. Change his mind.
I'm guessing he's gonna check. After all,
I think still in the idea of the path, it was better to finish up Eastern Palace and then to go to Sashala.
I would think so too. It just kind of makes sense at that point if you know.
So let's see.
Oh yes, it was your flippers.
Go mode for Xarnax, who is definitely in the lead now.
Oh yes, now he's definitely in the lead. We are in go mode, everybody.
If he does not troll himself, he should win.
And this is really good because the remaining dungeons, if both players know how to do Ice Palace bomb jump, and they can easily get through that dungeon really quickly, and Swamp Palace is going to be really fast.
Totally.
And the reason why Xarnax is blazing through this dungeon is he's already been here before. He has the big key. He just needed that bow to finish this place.
Aweglib taking the same anti-fairy, so I can make the same comment about it. You have 4 later! Trying to put a pokey in his bottle, but too big.
Oh, not taking out his bow yet.
You don't need to kill those mimics, not those mimics, those Igors. You can just, with a hitbox, press just on the left, on the top of it.
Trying to get some safety fairies here, I guess.
Not the best choice, in my opinion. If you want fairies, like, you can wait next to your room.
That's true. There are fairies right next to Link's house.
In the meantime, Aweglib has to do everything in Turtle Rock.
Yeah, because if you're still looking for items, you still want to check every spot possible. Oh!
Oh, right in the middle.
Oh my goodness. Hey! Oh my god. Still getting him some trouble.
Aweglib reaching the Mimic Cave. Let's see if he does better than... He has both, so he's surely gonna do better than Xarnax. And yeah, Aweglib from Mirror to arrows. You just press
still-
right.
There you go. Now he's got it.
Alright, so Xarnax now has options. He can do anything the order he wants.
Now, Parisian, I'm going to teach you a little speech strat here. Normally, you do this hammer dash out, and you position your portal out. You'll totally hammer dash right there to your portal.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to do this.
In my hundos, I just started doing them because I was very bad in the Mimic Cave room, so I was almost doing it casual style. But yeah, I was aware of that.
Nice. And he could bonk this cave, so he does so. Oh! And he forgot that he has to make the water appear.
Oh yeah, right, okay. I had some 100% muscle memory, and so I was like, how is he going to take the heart piece, putting the mirror in that place? And yeah, you don't need it.
I believe today this is the final race on the schedule now.
It was, as far as I saw the last time. Yeah, in my opinion, from what I see from the runners, they both approximately have the same skill levels in terms of gameplay. So I don't see how Aweglib will be able to make such a comeback now. Even if technically it's just like about one dungeon behind.
Now, if he goes to Hera after this, it would be a smart decision, because he only has to mirror across if he goes around that way. Oh, he's trying to think he can...
Looking the wrong side, Aweglib.
Yeah, he's thinking that the eye would not hit you if you face backwards to it, but not in this room. As you can see, the eyes are always open, so that's why people have to opt to use K-strats, or barrel strats, or laser skip technique, because these eyes never shut. They are always shooting.
So it's going to be a very short Swamp Palace. Xarnax does just need to take the key on the right side and
See,
go
he switches
straight
the
to the
hook shot
boss.
here, and
Yep.
he does. Oh no, he's
Oh,
looking for something
no.
else for some reason. I mean, maybe he's not comfortable.
Oh, he has. Well, the only thing he can improve is his mail,
Yes,
the
but
red mail.
you don't need the big key to do Swamp Palace.
A hard container, and Aweglib entering Trainex.
As mentioned, the big key is not required for Swamp Palace.
Someone
door
mentioning
doesn't have a big key?
Someone's mentioning Seinfeld, but I don't know why. Was it for Sastrala? Naming in Seinfeld? Sastrala, the name is not that difficult. It's hard to spell it, but it's not that hard to say it. Why is Xarnax checking chess? We don't know.
I think he's... I don't know. I mean, I think he's under the impression that you need a big key to finish this dungeon, but you don't, because the door is pretty much wide open.
Someone says Seinfeld had flippers. He should give the flippers to George, because George was in the pool. For those who know the reference.
Well, I guess finding a better shield is not a bad thing.
Yeah, but it was good for T-Rock, but for Geddon's Tower, you Don't really need it.
I guess so. But it helps out with the mimics a little bit because their little beams can't hit you anymore.
Thank you, Willard, for understanding my reference.
Oh my goodness. If he's not going to Hera, then I'm not sure what he's doing right now.
I will have to ask Xarnax also about that routing.
Yeah, and don't know what he's thinking. I'm thinking he's probably, I don't know what he's looking for, because there's really nothing he really wants or needs. Oh, he didn't check Bombo's tablet.
And he's going to find, I don't recall what's on it, but nothing interesting.
Yeah, it was nothing of interest. Yep. I think it was a bomb +5 if I remember. Oh, rupee, red rupee. I think Xarnax now, with no chest other options, he has to go this way. So he starts thinking,
JT, probably because there was a race before, I think it was at 9:30, a race on the main channel, and then they finished already.
Yeah, they had go mode pretty fast in both players, so that's why we're here with everybody.
Xarnax is go mode, yeah.
Maybe it's a go mode, but still looking for a better male.
Aweglib is going to finish Hera. Unfortunately for him, Xarnax had that idea before him. Let's still hope if Xarnax is checking entirely Swamp and entirely Ice Palace.
Yes, that's true. He may have a comeback.
Xarnax in the Michael Phelps room just before the fight versus Argus. It's like, alright, I guess that's what I think, but he has 3 bottles now.
I'm also curious if he really wants the better male. He should remember the blue male was on Zora's domain.
Blue is not enough. We want red.
You want red, eh? Alright, blue is not enough. You heard it from Parisian player.
Oh, shovel dash from Aweglib, which finishes directly in the pit. Xarnax puts Argus down.
Oh, he's trying to shovel dash his way. There you go.
Aweglib, don't go for this until it's the end. It's never finished. Your opponent might have gotten lost or anything, but it's not because 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Knocks him out.
It's not because we're 2 hours and 10 minutes in the run that you necessarily have lost.
And he's still swagging his way. Oh my goodness, he goes back down the door.
Okay, that's normal actually. He has to press Y outside. That's now when you item dash, it's when you item dash in stairs.
Oh my goodness.
Can you finish it with shovel? With fire rod you can finish it pretty quickly. I say with pressing.
Okay.
With pressing Y. No, he must be pressing all the buttons. He presses.
It's not a soft lock, but he's constantly. Oh my goodness.
Okay, changing object.
There you go.
All right.
Oh, finally he gets out of there. Oh, he still opts the shovel dash for you guys. Oh, the middle hole!
Middle hole. So we will see more shovel dash. And look at this, Xarnax still farming.
Yeah, I guess Xarnax is really not comfortable without getting that last mail here.
If Aweglib was stopping from...
Oh, no. I understand why Xarnax, as we heard, he's not comfortable with the bomb jump. So maybe Big Key is why he's looking here.
Okay.
This one makes sense.
Well, no. Yeah, you need Big Key. Yeah, Big Key. Okay.
Yeah. You need Big Key if you don't know how to bomb jump, I suppose. Yes.
Xarnax entering the True Selfish room, doing it in the more casual way. You can kill both of them with one bomb. Yeah, HAC probably some keys, I'm not really sure too.
And he think he's gonna be really happy to see this item. He's gonna be like, oh, all that shovel dashing paid off after all.
Go mode after 2 hours and 11 or 12 minutes. 11 minutes.
Hey, Parisian, I'm thinking, if he makes a comeback here, remember, you had a long comeback too in one of your races.
Aweglib, it's not done. Stop trolling like this. It's not done,
no,
the race.
It's not over. Don't kill Sir Hashra.
It took him also 1 hour and 50 minutes to be in go mode. Oh, Xarnax going for the bomb jump. Getting the pixel here perfectly.
Oh, he actually makes it.
So now clear lead for Xarnax. Yeah, and so yeah, when you saw my first race, you know that you never give up. Never give up in a randomizer race.
That's true.
You can be moving around for 21 minutes, finding your second sword after 2 hours, and still win.
And he should be able to make up some time here because I don't think he's gonna be chest here. I don't think in swamp.
Second try, block vanishing. Did either run effect flip to hobo? Both of them did. I know Aweglib even died during.
Yeah, he got
during
sniped.
Flippers.
He got sniped by that blue guard with the bow and arrow.
Did he come back later on? Don't recall.
I don't believe so.
Let's see how Xarnax is going to handle that fight. Looking at his map.
He's checking his fairies just in case.
2 good fairies. Opting to go directly for Fire Rod, no bombos.
Yeah. Just gonna Fire Rod this through. Well,
8
Butter
shots.
Sword makes us fast. So we'll see. Oh.
I still love to use Fire Rod a lot when I have it. I like spin attack in the corner and then finishing off with the Fire Rod.
Yeah, that's a definitely good strat to use.
Even in Hando I do this despite normally I have enough skill to finish off with the slashes, but I prefer to go with Fire Rod. It's a strat I used in double speed first.
Okay, now with that makes Xarnax has his final crystal. And normally we have this guessing game now for how many chests do you think it's going to take for Xarnax to find the big key in Gaddis Tower?
I will say the Bob chest.
Bob chest number 14.
I'll see some tire room. People want to see tire room.
Oh my goodness. Tile room.
Right, so what's your opinion about tire room? When you know it's east side, do you stop for tire room or you come back later? Like
I come back later. It's the last resort.
because it's what I see from. I see both from different runners, and even like newbie who is a good randomizer player against me. I was anyway 2 minutes 30 minutes late, but when he visited east side, he did tire rooms first.
Oh.
And I did last, and it was theirs, and so like I lost all the east side navigation.
Wow.
The hammer dash for Xarnax.
He's taking the scenic route over.
Also, we say it often, but
There you go.
2 hours 16 into the run, Xarnax might be feeling that he is not winning.
That's true.
But you're almost 2 dungeons ahead. And Aweglib, same. Where is he currently?
Oh,
Okay,
he's gonna
let's see.
grab. Oh wow, I don't get this.
Same mistake as Xarnax.
Yeah, they don't. I guess they both feel that somehow this dungeon needs a big key to finish it, which I don't know why. They're under that impression, thinking that last door probably requires a big key.
Yeah, I don't know why the programmers sometimes decide to put a big key at the last door, and sometimes they didn't.
That's always a good question.
My voice is very French. Maybe. Well, it's not French. I'm not talking like this, but. Yeah, Dark Magician sounds more like French Canadian. True. Even if you put Cap, I'm not as good at the Quebecian for the accent, but it's closer to this.
Ooh, and the number was 2.
Oh, nice! I didn't even look at this. And he even got the key, so
I know.
he's ready.
Yeah, he's definitely ready. And with Mirror Shield here, as I mentioned, it should be easy. Doesn't have to even worry about those guys shooting at you. Yeah, just take that.
People struggling with mimics with the silver arrows. You have a really simple threat.
Ooh, took care of that one pretty easy.
I can recommend my runs for that, and especially my double speed run. Like the strat I use in double speed are faster than that one Xarnax uses. Or killing the red and the 2 Igors just for swag.
Why not? If I had to kill him, I usually do a item dash bow and time it, and hopefully I'll kill the red Igor that way.
Well, your arrow is going to go out at the end of your item dash, so you have to do it on the way in.
Oh yes, you have to do it on the way in.
But the red Igor is more understandable to kill because it's the one that's most likely on your way when you're dashing out.
That is correct. Oh, getting past this Gauntlet 2 here.
Maximum Sea Dog in July in Paris. Yeah, I won't be there because I don't live in Paris actually, despite what my name is suggesting. I was raised in Paris. Gauntlet almost done. The strat here is usually to dash as soon as possible. If you can, like, Move a little bit down right before dashing. It's even better.
Whoa, guy! Oh, run
Half
into
a heart
Mimos.
and walking into the Pimos.
Oh, Fire Rod stratting that a little bit. Oh, and he's just burning Argus to death here.
Argus having the big key. Will he come back to open the big chest? Since he
He opened everything else. I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I'm a Max MC dog, but I was just saying that. Anyway, like if I was there, but that's I'm visiting.
Now it's interesting to see if we will see a swag in him here because first off, he does have the net.
Okay, so Aweglib going to the hobo.
I'm not sure what he's in hopes for though from the hobo.
I don't know too. Xarnax taking bombos to kill this last wizard. If you wanted a medallion, then Ether would have been quicker. Okay, where the freak are the tunics? We know where the blue tunic is. It's on Zora's domain. We don't know where red tunic is.
And a single arrow. I think he just really wanted to check what that item was. Well, keep in mind, if you watch this from the beginning, Aweglib did get sniped over there, and I think his curiosity is playing in a big role here for why he wanted to check that spot. Because I don't think for a second he doesn't know that he's in Go. And that's correct. Dark Magician is stating exactly what I said. Like, this is the last match after all, so you can't blame him for checking everything.
Farming some fairies with Xarnax. He lost one in the laser room. Okay, I'm expecting the reaction in chat. And so I'll have to make a comment about that.
And he does bring out the net, so we are probably going to see some swag in him here.
Well, he has to get the hookshot before.
Yep.
Alright. I despise that strat. I know chat loves it, but... Swag is swag only if it wins time. Sorry, guys. Well, I'm getting difficulties with the mini Helmas. So do we expect some net Aga?
No, he's not taking it out now.
No, he had the net because he farmed some fairies before.
He did just pull it out a few seconds ago.
I think that's 3. Not very well positioned to get the to get Aghanim.
This should be okay. That was interesting.
Okay, the idea in Aghanim's fight in Aga 2 is usually to be close from him, and then just before the energy balls are released, to go a little bit away from him to get some angles.
Oh my goodness!
Like Xarnax is
This is a good pattern now.
In a position and not moving from that position, and that's not the way you're supposed. The best way to do it. I think that's 3rd consecutive cycle with no hits.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, net does not mean net in French. And a way to hit at the correct translation, s'il vous plaît. Net means precise in French. Ganon for Xarnax, who probably could not believe that with a 2 hours and 25 minutes, he would win that. But you will, and you're pretty much ahead. And Aweglib didn't go for bomb jump. He's going to go the big way.
He's already in phase 3, so making quick work here.
A way to hit, I agree. Precise is précis, but net, when you say that something is net, it means that it has been done precisely.
Alright. And he shouldn't even have to do Torch Glitch because he can do Silver Ganon. It's not really something you need to do. Oh! Oh! And he falls off!
He might feel the tension, the fear to win. He probably grabbed the fairy in the tree. Still way ahead. Aweglib still looking for old chest in Ice Palace, which is very long. Ganon take 2 for Xarnax. Phase 1 is done. 6 hits now for phase 2. I think he got 3 hits only, so he will not go to phase 3 right away. Despite he has 2 fairies. He could also use the hookshot to dodge his fairies more easily. Alright, so no warps in Randomizer for Ganon, so this is going to be quicker. Just need to be careful about the fire bats. So if he was going to get hit, he could have been bounced out of the arena and fighting for the 3rd time. Changing to a lantern in preparation of Torch Glitch.
Yep.
The silver arrows in Light World.
Oh, he dies! He has fairy though.
A nice hug, but he has fairies. Couple fairies normally. He got a hit, but only a slash, so he would need 12 of them. Light goes off, need to relight them.
This should be
And going for the double hit.
Oh, he gets it.
GG.
GG to your winner.
Alright, we'll suggest him to go for an interview.
Yes, we shall. And
Are
his,
you already on the channel? Yeah, you were in the channel already. Okay.
And his official SRL time finish is 2:28:51. And now we can see if he opts to come in for an interview here.
And so that makes Aweglib with 4 losses in this tournament, unfortunately. Xarnax will have a last game versus Fuza. Fuza, who loves to play low percent OHKO.
Looks like Xarnax is waiting for us. We can drop him in here. Hey, congratulations, Xarnax.
Thank you.
GG.
That was something.
So what do you think about a win in 2 hours and 28 minutes?
What's that?
What do you think about a win in 2 hours and 28 minutes? Were you worried about him finishing way before?
I was definitely worried. I was a lot less worried once Sahasrara had the flippers.
Yep.
I mean, I was still worried, obviously, but
That was
like,
one of
this
the
is probably
deciding
the
points.
what's that?
That was one of the deciding points of the run.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just the fact that I knew he would have to do a lot of the things, extra things that I did. Once I saw that green pennant was required. This is probably the first race I've done where I didn't go into it just 100% expecting to lose. So yeah, I was definitely looking at IRC for the last 45 minutes or more.
Now, the question that I think Parisian and I both want to ask primarily is, when you were already in go mode, we were noticing you're still searching for chests in Swamp Palace.
Yes. Oh man, I for some reason I was thinking I needed the big key. And that's all I was looking for, was the big key.
Now, funny to say this, but your opponent also did the same thing.
Oh no.
And he did also Ice Plus entirely.
Right. Yeah, man, if I don't know how close, I don't know where he is. He's probably pretty close then.
You were about more than a dungeon ahead when you were going to when you were in go mode.
Okay.
Like you had different routes. So basically, when you had the bow, that's something we're going to talk about also. So when you had only Eastern to do, he had a couple things, a couple dungeons to do, since he didn't have flippers, so he had to come back to Hera.
Right.
So yeah, let's go with bow. So was it you forgot to farm? When did you recall that you forgot to farm this place?
I kind of remember, like, I have cross products tracker, and I saw that little green square on the map, and I kept trying to remember which cave it was, and then I kept trying to remember exactly how to get there, and like I just couldn't think straight. Didn't have a clear picture on, like, how to get there and what I needed, and when my route might take me near that area again. So I just kept putting it off, looking for other things that I knew exactly what I was doing. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were worried at some point. So you found the flippers first, even though you find them very late. You were still the first to find them, and you still didn't have the bow. So we were pretty sure that he was going to farm everything, and we were like, if you didn't recall what you didn't farm, it could have been trouble for you. But we were very glad to see that you, as soon as you finished Turtle Rock, I think it was that moment that you went to that cave.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, I knew I had something to do up there, but there's so many caves up on Death Mountain, and I just haven't played enough to keep them all straight yet.
Also, a room that we were a bit worried about your strat. What happened that Mimic Cave?
Oh yes, the Mimic Room. Canis Mario strat there was really funny to see, making the mimics walk right into him.
I was trying to make them walk into my sword, and just, like, I mean, that's a puzzle that I don't have memorized, and didn't feel like figuring it out.
Okay, so you have two possibilities actually. You can make them move by also moving and slashing your sword at the same time, so that Lynx doesn't move, but the mimics do.
Okay, didn't know about that.
That's one of the possibilities. The second one would have been to grab a wall, especially the right wall, and then to make them move. That's the normal strat that you see in speedrunning.
Gotcha. Wasn't familiar with either of those options. And I mean, I obviously didn't have arrows, and my sword wasn't reaching, so. Yeah, I was just glad. It was kind of funny because I tried to throw the block over onto their side originally, and it didn't. It hit the barrier, and then when I don't know why I even tried again, but I'm glad that it worked.
I'm trying to think about some stuff. There was lamp required via Aghanim.
Right.
And Boots was really late.
Boots were insanely late. Yeah. I don't remember.
Hera was a very important dungeon. It had book, which led to boots, and it had green pendant.
It had everything that you needed to continue this run today. It was
Yeah,
a key,
if I had
key place.
either of us had gambled on that, we would have had a huge advantage.
Yeah, interestingly, both of you actually went in Hera and decided not to finish it.
And Aweglib was in frustration because he did quite a few things after he found out.
Yeah, and Aweglib went even further than you because he opened the big chest, whereas you just did the basement, then you came back. You left to get the boots.
The boots, right?
But we were like considering he was already to the big chest and to green pendant, you might also kill Moldor, but it didn't happen.
Yeah,
and you definitely want to rewatch this restream.
What's that?
You definitely want to watch the restream because there were a lot of
I
funny moments on Aweglib's side that you will see very soon for yourself.
I learned, like, my favorite thing about watching them is, like, I know what I was thinking when I was doing more or less remember what I was thinking, and then hearing the commentary, like, well, why isn't he doing things this way? That's how I learned more than anything. It was like people questioning what I'm doing because I know I'm not. I haven't done this enough to have optimal strategies by any means.
In the meantime, Aweglib really struggling in the torch room.
Oh, and he's thinking he doesn't have enough magic, but he does.
You have enough magic. You can do the 4 torches, and you even have a small pot of magic at the bottom.
Yeah, he has enough still here. Oh,
okay.
He didn't light the left one. He didn't light enough.
All right, there's still a small pot. Still go for it.
So where is he now?
He's
torch room.
Yeah, in Gannis Tower, the first torch room.
Oh no, he's backing up. More infinite magic.
Oh my god.
That's lucky.
Oh, did he go left?
Yes.
No, he took same as you. Same as you.
Yeah, he did.
Okay, that's good.
So next match again, Fusda, your last matchup.
Yeah, I don't plan to win that one.
Well, if you win, do you have a?
Yeah, it'll be a 3-way race-off, I think.
Probably a 3-way race. If Fusda doesn't win his last game after that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's an experienced player. I don't know his capacities in Randomizer, but he likes difficulty. So
yeah, if I get luck, so it was really interesting. My first match against JC I knew that he was a very strong player, and that was my first. I think that was maybe my second or third Randomizer playthrough at all. And so I just had determined to route the worst possible way I could and hope that it paid off. And it did. Every single pendant dungeon had the Titan's mitts. And there's something else that was just as soon as I got 5 and 6, I went to the Fat Fairy, and that had the medallion to get into Mire. And and so I just didn't play nearly well enough to beat him. But had I played even as well as I played today, I think that race against JC would have been very, very close. Another thing that was nice, my first race with Xylo, that was the seed that was soft locked, and the item that got in our way was the fire rod, and that has been in the first 2 chests in the next both of the next 2 races.
Yeah, it was a house chest in this case.
Yeah, well, man, fantastic. It was really fun to use during the escape.
All right, and what are your plans after the tournament in case it finishes earlier than it should?
I'm in the Zelda 1 randomizer tournament right now.
Good to hear. Third
yeah,
round? Did you play already your third round? Or
No, my third round match will be on Sunday night.
Alright.
I guess the next tournament I know of that I'm involved in coming up is in August. That'll be a Dragon Warrior randomizer.
Oh, randomizer.
Other than that,
Whole
not a
three of
whole
them.
lot of plans. Just hang around, watch races pop up, and join in.
Not willing to learn Link to the Past speedrunning? Like the normal game?
I've thought about it. I would like to get, I don't think I would run it very extensively. But I definitely would like to take a look at the route and see what a reasonable goal would be. I mean, I think under 2 hours would be pretty manageable. I don't really know the difficulty bar, like between 2 hours, 150, 140. I don't know which of those landmarks is.
Well, it depends mostly for everyone, but for sure having speedrun the landmarks depends on, I guess, every runner's. But and Aweglib is falling in Ganon, so he'll have to refight.
Oh, I remember doing that.
Yeah, but speedrun strat clearly helps. We see some speedrunners winning mostly on their capacities of playing fast and not on their routing. Even though routing is the most important thing in the randomizer, yes, it saves a few of the runners.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
And it's also for that I'm pretty sure that it's a speedrunner who's going to win, like either like ACM, Christos, or ND, because they are both great speedrunners and good at routing.
Yes. Yeah, I'd be surprised to see it. Well, I mean, only one of them can make it all the way, but I'd be surprised to see any of them not make the semifinals.
Well, I don't know if you have anything else to add, Xarnax.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of routing, like that, I guess that was kind of a thing I was questioning myself the whole time, just because of the items I had. It was really hard to hit like everything in any given area. I had to backtrack a lot, and I'm sure Aweglib had the same problem. So it'll really be interesting to.
Well, because he had the bow,
had to say about my decisions and what questions you had and what I could have done better.
Because he had the bow, he had more options that you did. But one thing that unfortunately happened to him, because he had the bow, he did entirely Price of Darkness.
Oh no!
Which has absolutely nothing. So,
yeah, I didn't go there. That was the one dungeon I didn't touch at all.
And yeah, when we saw your two routes at that time, I was more happy to see you going, for example, for Church of Rock, which had some possibilities of finding objects and getting a crystal compared to Palace of Darkness. So in that moment, I felt like it was way better. I preferred his way to deal with Dark World, like the beginning of Dark World.
Yeah.
You also, often we saw you spending a little time on your select menu to see what you were going to reach for, but
yeah, oh yeah, there definitely sometimes.
Yes, and also we were surprised the fact that you entered Thieves Town without the hammer. You died, and you didn't even re-enter it later on. So what happened to you there? Did you thought like it was a mistake and let's go for some place else, or?
I mean, when I died, I was just like, okay, I need to find either some mail or some more hearts before I try and do this, or a better sword. I just I didn't even have a bottle, I don't think, at the time. I just was ill-equipped to survive the dungeon. And it seemed like if I had gone back in and tried to do it again, I would have just been wasting more time, most likely.
Okay.
I mean, if I could have gone in and finished, that would have been great, but I felt like the odds of that happening were low enough that it wasn't worth trying.
With all with the difficulty in case there's an important object in the big chest. That's how I miraculously won my first match. Because I entered Thiestown with hammer and he didn't.
Yeah. I mean, I initially went in there for sure just because it's a short. There are a handful of chests, and you can very easily determine whether or not the big chest is going to be an item. If you're missing if you're missing the compass or the map, when you finish, then obviously you don't need to go back and get it.
Well, all right. Thank you very much, Xarnax.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Thanks for the history commentary.
Oh, you're very welcome.
You and for being in the tournament. Good luck Sunday for your Zelda 1 randomizer.
Yes,
thanks
good
very
luck,
much.
man.
And do we have Aweglib entering the...
Yes, we do. He's getting ready to come to us.
Because we for sure also have some questions about his routing.
Yes, he's about to come in. He's gonna come in to join him. There he is.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi.
Aweglib. Congratulations.
I did it.
Yes, you did.
I beat the video game.
In shovel-dash fashion, by the way.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys noticed, but in Hera, I didn't realize that the shovel dashing up the stairs, I was locked into that. I was trying to press buttons to get out of that, but I just kept going up and down the stairs. I think eventually I switched items and pressed Y or something. I don't know, and then eventually I got out of it. I was worried I was soft blocked for a second.
Well, what I recall, because it's a trick I knew, is if you item dash into stairs, that's happening. But I usually, when I was doing it, was with fire rod. And from what I recall, when you were pressing Y, then it was cancelled. And I'm pretty sure you may have tried to press Y with your shovel and nothing happened.
Yeah.
So then, yeah, changing item was your last option.
Yeah,
Correct.
that was... Yeah.
But we have to say, you were in frustration at that moment, but we're not that far, because Xarnax was probably a dungeon ahead, but he was farming entirely Swamp Palace, just like you did, and that was one of the mistakes we have to talk about.
Yeah, I just didn't get it into my head that, I don't know, for some reason I just was thinking I needed Big Key, and then as I got to the very end of the left side, I remembered I didn't need Big Key. I just had a lot of brain farts.
And same, were you not confident in ice pellets with the bomb jump?
Yeah, I just don't know how to do the Ice Palace bomb jump. I've tried it and never really gotten much with it, so I just went the long way around.
Yeah,
I kind of thought I was going to lose at that point anyways, so I just was like, this will probably get me through the game faster, so...
As I said, you found the flippers first, as you could imagine, but not that far, that quickly. He struggled a lot to find it, because as you did, he entered Hera and did not finish it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, for some reason, thought that Sahashwala wouldn't have anything. I don't know why. I just kind of had a feeling, and it was obviously the completely incorrect feeling on that.
Yeah, because you had bow no problems, and he didn't check that cave, and we were worried for him, and so at some point we were like, you have a big chance of winning here.
Yeah, I thought I maybe had a pretty good shot because, I did find the bow was kind of tucked away, and I thought, oh, that might give me a little bit of an edge. But, made some bad choices from there on out, basically.
And yeah, one unfortunate decision that you did having both that he didn't make because he didn't have. You did entirely Palace of Darkness.
Yeah, I was hoping to find flippers there, and obviously there was nothing of interest there.
Yeah, you had already done Torture Rock, and that was. Yeah, and the logic of the randomizer, flippers could not have been in Ice Palace, so yeah.
Yeah.
That was too bad, but you should not give that frustration to yourself. Like it was probably not over, and randomizer, a lot of things can happen.
Yeah, that was just a tricky spot to put it.
Like the shovel dashes or trying to kill Astrala.
Yeah, I figured I had to let Jashrila know how I felt about him hanging on to the flippers there.
You also toasted Argus quite a bit afterwards.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just, I got to the point where I was just outside my own mind, so I was just pressing buttons to see what happens.
Now you definitely got to rewatch this the restream because your racer partner Xarnax had some interesting strats in the Mimic Cave, and you're gonna have to see that for yourself.
Yeah, he didn't have Boba at that time.
Oh.
And he didn't know the strats to manipulate the mimics without, with grabbing the wall or with sword buffers. You had it, so no problem. But it took him a long time there.
And he definitely came up with a whole new strategy.
We'll let you the surprise.
Yeah, we'll let you watch it with a surprise. But however, the funny thing is, both of you made the same choices of routing all the Swamp Palace, because I think you both had the impression that you needed a big key.
Yeah, I just didn't even like. As soon as I got flippers, you get into that get go mode, and then like the first thing in my mind is, okay, big key is the only thing I care about in dungeons from here on out, and then it's swamp and Skull are the ones that you don't have to do that. You just got to get to the end. So that definitely cost me some time for sure.
I was wondering maybe if it was because of red mail.
Yeah, it was something I was kind of looking for, but I definitely, had I been thinking, I wouldn't have gone through the entire left side looking for it. I checked a couple of spots here and there that were like a slightly out of the way for it, but I wouldn't have gone all that way just for red mail. I had enough bottles and whatnot that I figured I'd be okay to get through the rest of the game.
You had some scary fast things too, who had like blind. You remain with one heart at blind. When you had Cane of Birna, we thought when we saw you with 1 and 3 hearts, well, in the opposite order, that you would pull off the Cane of Birna at that moment.
Yeah, I forgot I had Cane until, like, honestly, going through the laser room the second time in Turtle Rock, I was like, oh wait, I have Cane, I can use that. I definitely should have.
Yeah, both of you could not do laser skip, so went for Cane of Birna strats.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there's always one question that my friend Kenny always brings up is, what did you learn from racing in this tournament?
I think this is the second of my 4 races where there was like one item tucked away in a spot that I knew about, and just kind of rolled the dice on. I think I learned never to roll the dice ever again. Like, if there's a spot that I can go to, I'm going to go to it, because Randomizer will put that one item you need in that one spot you don't think you need to check.
Yeah, in Hera you were very close to Moldorm, so we were surprised. Xarnax did the basement only and then left, mostly after the book in the tire room. Whereas you went entirely up, and so it was you were one
Yeah,
You're
I
one
could have
room
just
away from
could have
getting.
just stopped up and killed Moldorm real quick, but just didn't do it. I don't know. It's a weird thought process, but that's what I picked.
Right, so you
Alright.
finish your tournaments with Infinity for Loss. Do you have any plans in gaming and tournaments in the near future?
I've got an SGDQ run to prep for, so I'm gonna probably take a break from tournaments and stuff like that, at least until after that. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. I like joining tournaments even if I'm not too good at the game. Even if it's a game that I enjoy playing. Like I do like playing this game a lot, even though I don't know much of anything. But it is fun. So maybe somewhere down the line I'll join another tournament to go 0-4, the dream.
All right.
And we know you're well known for the Super Mario Brother 3 circle, so good luck on those in your SGDQ run.
Yeah, thanks.
And we are the final race for today, so I don't think there's any races tomorrow, unfortunately, but there are exciting Zelda 1 randomizer matches to watch, so make sure to keep in time for that. And we'll be back then for more randomizer tourney races on Sunday.
Bye bye, everyone.
See you next mission.